In this tutorial, we'll be adding the list of states. So you just, as usual, you'll go to your Google and type MySQL list of states. You mention your country. For instance, as you can see, there's already India pulling up here. So you mention your country. There's in the US, which I think I found somewhere. And then there is Nigeria. I'm in Nigeria currently, so I'll do a list of states in Nigeria. My country list. Okay, we just did this. So you basically search in Nigeria. So it pulls up states with local government. I'm looking for, this is in JSON. I'm looking for SQL. As you can see, I'll click OK. And somebody has it here. So what I will do is click on raw. I see this list of this, so I'll just Control A, or I'll select all, Control A, then Control C or copy. Then I'll return to my database here, click on SQL and run the code and click go. There's probably an error somewhere. That other list of states in Nigeria had errors, so I googled and found out another one that does not have errors and ran it, and it worked. For Nigerians watching this video right now, I'm just going to show you how I got the script, that the list of states that worked for me. First of all, you go to facebook.com and search for facebook.com. Then you hit the space key on your keyboard, and then you search for PHP Nigeria. It's a group on Facebook for Nigerian PHP developers that I founded some years ago. So you go to the group. Of course, you need to be joined. you join the group, then you go to the group and look for files, as you can see. So when you click on files, you scroll down, you see so many documents that were uploaded by Nigerian PHP developers, and very nice documents and contributions by Nigerian developers. But the one we're looking for is the one that has states. So we have Tachi insert sending states and local government. It's a zip file, so you click on it and simply download. When you download, you unzip it, as you can see right here. You download and unzip it. This person uploaded it in 2013, so you can leave a thank you comment in the comments here. So you download, unzip it, and then extract the SQL file. There's an SQL file there, look at it right here. So I copied it and ran it in my SQL, and it worked. So if we get back to our raw jobs, and we'll see that states is not added because the SQL has a little trick in it. So if we go back to the SQL code that we copied, we will see that at the beginning of the file, it is trying to create a new database. So it's saying create a new database if not exists. So it creates a new database and then inserts the code, the rest of the code, inside the database. So but we don't need it to create a new database. We just needed to start working with raw jobs that we already have. So we run it, click on the go icon, and it runs. So right now, if we go back to our raw jobs, we'll see that it has states has been added and local government has been added. Remember our convention of naming tables in plural, so we have to click on states and go and make it a plural. Click on operations, that's how you rename tables, and click on make it S plural, then click go. There are many goes here, so you have to click the go that has to do with where you are. So the next thing we work on local governments, and there we are on raw jobs, and we have local governments. We click on it and we go to operations. So you can make it this way, or you can just governments, the same thing. So as long as it has S and it indicates plural, local governments. If I come and browse, we have renamed local government. So we just need to take one more look at the tables inside them so that we can be sure that they're named correctly. As you can see, the naming is just doesn't make any sense. So we're going to name this first field ID and this second field name. All right. So because it's already states, we don't need to name second field states. So we just go to structure, and then we change, and this is ID. Cool. And of course it should be 11. Okay, so we have state. We're just going to change it to name. So we are going to look at the name and change it. All right. So the extents won't change. It can be text. It's supposed to be a variable character. And we're going to say save. Please enter a valid length. Okay, yeah, a variable character should have a length. So I just give it 255, and we're going to click save. And it works for us. So here we have sorted our state. So we'll just quickly sort our local governments. And the local government, we'll just check the structure and state ID. Cool. Now we're going to change this ID number, and we're going to change this to name. The reason why we're going to change it to name is that the name is already local government. We can't just put local government here again. So we'll just click on change and change the name to local government to name. It can be text. It's going to be variable character because we're just expecting a few characters in it, not like a whole paragraph. Okay, so save. Please enter valid length. I usually forget it's 255, and then we're going to click save. So the list of local governments in Nigeria will never change for a long time. We're not expecting all these things to change, and that's why we're not worried about some things. So ID, we'll just change it to. I like to put all my IDs at 11. Not that 10 has a problem. 10 is okay. So we'll click on save. Now we've cleaned up our SQL list. Alright, so what we can do for good karma is to re-export this and re-upload it there so that somebody else may not have to go through all this customization. Alright, if we go back to our raw jobs table, we will observe that everything is now neatly arranged for us. So every user belongs to a local government and belongs to a country. So we're going to go to users table and make sure country ID, we're going to add the user also belongs to a state and belongs to a local government. So we're going to add 2 fields after role ID. So we're going to add role ID, 2 fields after role ID. Okay, go. So one is state ID, one is local government ID. So all my IDs, I put them at 11. Not that fewer numbers won't work, and of course they can be null. A user can decide not to choose. Alright, so with this we just click save. And there we are. Our database is now structured properly. So in the subsequent videos, we will just quickly set up we'll start coding the interfaces for this. So thank you very much. See you in the next video.